Welcome to this episode of the electric car video blog in my life. The electric car that I do not have at the time, and I'm still waiting for the Tesla Model 3 that will be delivered in the beginning of next year accordingly to the Tesla website. And it looks really promising now since they have such a high volume of deliveries in the United States for the moment. When I, some years ago, decided to try out if an electric car would work for me, I decided to lease a Nissan Leaf with a 24 kilowatt-hour battery for a period of 2 years. That car had its limitations, especially when it came to range and going on longer trips. But the advantage of having an electric car was easily overcome those limitations, especially with my adventurous mindset. When I will get a Tesla Model 3 that has enormously longer range than the Nissan Leaf, I expect that all the range limitations will disappear. And if I ran out of charge, Tesla have made it so easy with its supercharge network. But most of the time I will charge the car at home with clean power, especially when the sun is shining on my solar installation. But even when the sun is not shining, the power used will be clean, since I buy only renewable energy from my electric provider. Something that you can choose to do in Sweden by paying a little bit extra on each kilowatt hour. But will this help against global warming? I believe that electrification of the road transport is a huge step in the right direction, especially since the efficiency of the electric motor is so high. But still, the energy that we produce in most of the world come from fossil fuel like coal, oil and natural gas. And this is so difficult to change because we are addicted to this cheap energy that gives us our wealth and comfortable life. But there is a solution within reach. Now, since the battery technology looks so promising, we can focus on making affordable energy storage. Then we can build as much as wind and solar power as we like and store the energy in the batteries for future needs. Air transport is another thing that the humans have developed that the rich part of the world completely have embraced. I fully understand this. The time factor of flying is dramatic comparing to all alternatives. It's an amazing innovation, but unfortunately it will come with a cost for the environment. Looking at any point given on the flight tracking website Flightradar24, you can see how many planes are flying in the world right now. The demand for this time-efficient transport system is huge, so we humans will not give up this innovation. The same goes for cars. We will not return to horses. Aeroplanes is extremely difficult to make zero emissions, but cars is much easier. And a technical innovation has been made. So let's focus on the easy part and make road transport efficient and clean. Our politicians has a big responsibility to make the sustainable choices more economical, so the general public is driven by the economical force to do the right choices. For example, mowing the lawn like I do with an electric mower is a little bit more expensive. So why not forbid selling the fossil fuel mowers? And then the demand for electric mowers will go up, and thanks to the scaling effect, the price will go down. And as a bonus, the garden will not be polluted. So can the technical innovation save us from global warming? When our society is so depending on cheap fossil energy that made a technical evolution during the last 200 years possible, and we do not accept to give it up, do we have a choice? Surprisingly, we have the innovation within reach. Some of us can bicycle more, some can go more with public transport, and some can buy a hybrid or an electric car. But it's not enough. The whole society have to focus on the things that make the sustainable innovations attractive. Let's accelerate the change now, before it's too late and it will be impossible to find new solutions. Because we will be facing an environment collapse of our society. That's all for this episode, and until next time, have a great life.